Hi guys, welcome to another episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Movies about great things, terrible things, and all things bloody. I am your host, Noah. With me forever is Ryan.
What do you want?
Whoa, attitude.
Yikes.
Check it at the door.
What are you talking about, man?
Yikes.
Did you learn nothing from this movie?
And our other host, Vince.
Hi. What?
Jeez, coming out with a lot of fire. Coming in hot here, eh?
Yeah, I ain't a poser, man. I'm channeling my inner young Jason Segel.
So, this week, we were up for a good movie. I chose this one. And actually, I watched this movie when it came out, and it really played like a pretty big impact.
You don't say.
Like, whoa.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that because I didn't see. I saw this movie later, and also like I know about like punk music,
Yeah.
but I've always been like more into hip hop. So I'm sure like you as listening to like that and when at that age and you liked the punk, no? Like,
For
yeah.
sure.
So it probably impacted you. Like,
Seeing some of the places where you lived, I can tell.
Yeah, right. The place on
it was
the
never
carry,
that
right?
bad. Yeah, it was never that bad.
It was never that bad, but it was kind of bad at times.
Yeah, I saw this movie for the first time last night and this morning.
Okay, right. You had to, it was only an hour and a half.
Got tired.
Okay, right.
I was watching puppy videos. I got distracted, and then I woke up early and I watched that last half hour.
No, for sure.
Hey, I finished it, man.
You finished it.
I'm gonna be very intrigued to see how if you do your standard plot out breakdown formula.
Yeah,
this film has no plot.
That's what I was telling him as we were watching it, and he's like, we were like more than like halfway through the movie, and he was like, he didn't have like he had maybe like a paragraph worth of
because that's pretty much.
And I was just like, I'm like, there's not a whole lot of plot in this movie. I'm like, interesting things happen, but it's just kind of a series of.
It's a slice of life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's tell them what it is. So we watched the 1998 film SLC Punk.
And you know it came out in 1998 because Devon Sawa was in it.
Yeah.
He certainly was.
And so was Matthew Lillard.
Yep.
Hey, he's coming back. He was in Twin Peaks.
True.
Really?
I think he's in the current the most recent Twin Peaks. Shaved head, but he looks like graying. He came back around.
Well, I like him.
Yeah.
So
he's a returning Good, Bad, the Ugly.
Yeah, that's right. We did
Scram.
Scream.
Yeah. I was like, what? Scram. I was like, I'm looking at him. Wait a second.
Just fucking with you.
Yeah.
Just fucking with you.
You nailed me, buddy. So
I'm pumped.
This movie was, I guess like Ryan said, a slice of life.
It is very much so.
Being a punk in Salt Lake City in 1985.
Yep. There's no story.
One of two.
One of two.
The other one being
Heroin Bob.
Or I say Paul Reiser in his Travis Bickle costume.
Yeah.
The neurotic punk.
Yeah, he certainly was.
He seemed like a Radiohead song.
He was very anti-drugs.
His nickname is ironic because he's afraid of needles and he doesn't do drugs except he smokes and drinks.
Yeah, but just smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
And he'll have all his neurotic reasons on why you should not do drugs.
Yeah.
If you try to do it.
I mean, all the words that I would say to do drugs after seeing how this guy.
Well, I don't know. Do you want to end up like Devon Sawa?
Well, no.
How many hits of acid did he absorb?
100. Exactly
hits.
100 hits of acid. So our main punk is, what was it, Stevo?
Stevo.
You know, I actually thought this movie was so good that I wrote down the characters' names and not the actors' names.
Oh, okay. You saw the characters. That's art, man.
Yeah, it really was.
Mm-hmm.
Is.
And isn't he's based on they were loosely like based on the writer director?
Yeah.
James Marandino.
It very much felt like an autobiographical.
Yeah. Although he said it's not. But
Well, I think he said it was embellished. Like he's embellished things, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times he had a German throw a gun in his face.
More
one
than
of
you know.
One of the Inglorious Bastards threatened him.
More than you know.
Yeah, that's right. Till Schweiger?
Yeah, or Handsome Uwe Boll.
I don't know if you call him
Val Kilmer and Uwe Boll had a kid.
It would be Phil Schweiger.
I think so. If you look at him.
He was pretty intense.
He was. Oh, yeah, he was. when he's when you hear a shower with him.
So, I mean, or I guess let's just go through the characters because there is
That's
no
kind of it's basically
real story to this, and we'll piece it together as we go.
Well, it's Stevo, fresh out of community college.
Stevo and Heroin Bob.
And Heroin Bob.
Best friends since 14, as we see later.
Yeah.
Stevo's very smart.
Yeah, that he finished with not a degree, but a major.
Yeah, essentially.
In college.
Mm-hmm.
And now they live in a fucking shithole of an apartment.
Looks like the Fatala lofts.
It's the thing, and I'm gonna go right into it. I thought I'd be really annoyed by, maybe because I'm 30 and it is that adolescent. It's the whole idea of punk adolescence of like fuck the system. It's like when you're that young, when you have a philosophy, it's hard to. It challenges when you grow mature and you start thinking things. And that's what I liked about the movie was the fact that he actually challenged it. Like, well, I'm growing up, and it's hard to like resist that when you have a whole identity built on not being that.
Mm-hmm. Because that's right. His whole idea, Steve-O's whole ideology is anarchy.
Yeah, it's rebelling against the city, his very middle America city, his parents, his very like preppy parents. Although the dad, fucking Christopher McDonald in the fucking one of the best roles I've ever. Where like he's not asshole dad, like he's awesome in this movie.
I liked his little speech he was giving about
using his hands very well.
Hands. And he's like, anytime the wife would chime in, he would give like a side look.
Yeah.
And be like,
I expected him to be more of an asshole.
Not at all. He's very like calm, and he's like he never really gives him like he gives him shit when it comes to it. And he's like he tests them, but they'll still go to a restaurant. He's still a son.
At the restaurant, in his fancy restaurant, Steve-O was able to get a hot dog.
Yeah.
And that would lead me to believe, as a cook, that there were hot dogs already in the kitchen, so this place is not that fancy. Fireplace, white tablecloth.
It was the chef's lunch.
Yeah, it's like, hey man, I was eating that.
Or they had to like go across the street to buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like one time I was at a restaurant, they didn't have the bananas for dessert, so the lady, she ran out down the street to buy some bananas, come back for me. I was like, you earned that tip.
Nice. Good job.
It is. It was delicious. But yeah, it's this whole idea of, it's not like even, it's an immature mentality to have. That's the whole idea. But that's, again, the point of the film.
Yeah.
So, like, the idea of anarchy, and like something that breaks it down at the end, it's like, it's, you wear a uniform. It's the idea, like, you have all these things to pump, but you're just being a stereotype of it. Like, you still put yourself in a category.
Yeah. You're pigeonholing yourself by your dress. Because all through the movie, Matthew Lillard has blue hair, be it like a short...
Apparently he tried to bleach blonde his hair, but it burnt horribly his scalp. So they had to cover it up with the blue. Although, in that flashback after high school, that is a very noticeably fucking
that humongous mohawk.
Yeah, but you can see the rubber on the sides. Yeah.
And just the way that, when he's moving his head around, the way the hair moves.
Yeah, like in opposite directions.
Yeah.
Who else is in this movie? So, like we said, that Till Schweiger is in it.
Yeah.
He's the mysterious European with lots of money.
He's not, as they show, there's different like cliques or gangs.
The tribes.
Yeah, the tribes.
Yeah, and he's not of any. He just kind of supplies
the punks, the mods,
the
rednecks, neo-Nazis, heavy metal guys, new wavers, and the Teddy Boys.
Yeah, forget it. Just starts with them just assaulting some rednecks.
Yeah.
Just,
in the first like 30 seconds, like there's really upbeat, kooky music.
He's like, "Fuck
Danny
America."
Elfman. And yeah, a little speech about being anti-redneck and fuck America.
Mm-hmm.
And then they beat up two rednecks with pipes. They're not even rednecks; they're just guys.
Yeah, they're just guys want to enjoy their Friday night.
Yeah, they're like, "What do you want to do?" "Well, we should get laid and go get some beer." "Yeah, that sounds like fun."
Yeah.
No, pipes.
They left their pipes behind.
Good old boys.
Yeah, good old boys. Who else is in this? There's Trisha.
Mm-hmm.
No, just Trish. The love interest. Oh wait, actually, Jason Segel.
He is a punk. As someone says, the most intense person. I think a lot of people, I've known guys like Jason Segel in groups where it's like you don't think he fit in, but it's like big goofy, but just hard as fuck.
Yeah.
I just like Jason Segel, who looks like something out of a Weezer video.
Well, he's wearing a lot of pastel polos and
young Jason Segel too.
Very young Jason Segel.
It's like pre-Freaks and Geeks.
No.
Or just around. Yeah, I guess just around Freaks and Geeks. When he said he was going off to college at the end, I'll have a picture. What was that National Lampoon's movie where they're trying to get their roommate to kill themselves so they get straight A's?
Oh, Dead Man on Campus.
Dead Man on Campus. I just thought he would grow into his Dead Man on Campus character, who is the angry Christian.
Yeah.
Just in his hotel, just in his room, when he comes out to yell at them.
That's amazing. That's interesting.
I think that's almost like, I know they're like 20 years apart, but...
Wait, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? So yeah, I said earlier, there's Trish, the love interest to Bob, who's a 30-year-old entrepreneur.
Yeah.
We don't know how old these guys are, do we?
They're all 21.
21?
Except Mike, he's 18.
Okay.
Jason Segal's
Yeah, because he said he's right out of college. Because he went from high school to community college.
Yeah.
So it's they're in their young 20s. That whole idea of adolescence coming into it. And what was it? I was blanking what I was going to say.
Okay, pass.
Yeah, I'll come back to it.
The scene where Heroin Bob, this is towards the beginning of the movie, where Heroin Bob punches a mirror.
That's the most realistic punching of a mirror I've ever seen in a film.
Yeah.
Where it's immediate regret and like, oh.
I fucked up. And he holds his hand and it's like bleeding pretty bad. And
pretty profusely. It's got those glass in it, and because of his fear of needles and doctors, he does not get it looked at.
Yeah, just wraps it up in a dirty old t-shirt.
Which causes it to become infected.
So horribly infected that he just like passes out in a pizzeria.
And they have to put him into quarantine.
Is he gonna be alright?
Yeah, when they unwrap his hand there at the doctor's office, and it's like black. It looks like black rock is
It
gross.
looked like mold, yeah.
And then, but neon green, like ooze. It was quite the sight.
Hey, doctors.
Yeah, and it takes like 5 doctors to restrain him.
Yeah.
So they can give him a needle to calm him down.
It's like, you fucking death merchants!
They were nice enough to give him electrical tape, though, in his quarantine, so he can write on the walls. I was going to say, Trish reminded me a lot. She's almost like the Maud Lebowski-like character.
Yeah, she's
like just that bohemian...
She speaks in poetry.
Yeah.
Which
Arty-farty.
Yeah. Devon Sawa.
Yeah.
Who we see at the beginning of the movie. Okay, so this is actually a pretty cool story, I guess. I mean, as far as like vignettes go.
Yeah. Well, he's talking to what was the tribe, the
mods.
The mods, yeah.
With their scooters.
Other scooters.
And he's selling acid to them at some high school.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're in high school. I guess they're just meeting at high school.
Well, he talks about years ago, so it could have been around college time.
Yeah.
It's a flashback in a sense.
There's a lot of flashbacks in this movie.
This movie's not linear.
No, a series of flashbacks. But yeah, so he's selling them acid, and the security guard starts chasing him, and he stuffs the acid in his pocket and takes off. And he's running through the field, and the sprinklers get turned on and spray the water, and cause the acid to dissolve into his leg, and he takes 100 hits of acid.
Which, in turn, drives him insane.
It breaks him.
And he tries to stab his mom because she thinks...
He's an old preacher.
Yeah, he's like, she turned into Satan or something. Like,
yeah,
that he says... Because, a week later, Bob goes to see him, and he's standing outside, tripping.
Chair.
Yeah. And he says, oh, yeah, my Satan's in the house, and he turned my mom into a bull.
Yeah.
When he said bull, the first time I was like, did I hear that right? Bull? And then later on, there's that, like, weird, trippy montage in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, a bull screeching.
Like Goat Man.
Yeah.
And he gets... Evil Mr. Tumnus.
No, never mind. That's somebody else.
Okay.
What?
Alright.
Well, Sheepman from...
oh, yeah.
I was like, no.
Thank you, Abe.
That's a good one.
Thank
you. They talk about the uniform of the punk.
Mm-hmm. Has been co-opted at this point by posers.
Yeah, by posers. Stevo, very against posers.
Mm-hmm.
Has nothing but ill to say about them.
Yeah, it's just the idea of punk. It's ironic. It's basically the thing that'll be thrown back at them later is that it becomes this uniform, and people will say things because at the times like they'll cite like I don't know, like the pro-Europe European stuff, like England, just because like because at the time that's what they said because that's where Sex Pistols were from.
Yeah.
But now they just wear it because that's what happened.
That's what happened. Yeah.
They haven't maintained the mentality of why they said it.
Yeah, you wear the Union Jack. And it's, it's funny because like Stevo has a lot of hatred towards America, but he's also like, yo, fuck you, this is America.
It's the lost it's almost like it reminds me of almost like the speech Tyler Durden has in Fight Club about like this like lost generation. They have no wars to fight. They have this like when you have you kind of rebel because he has no strife in his life. So he feels the need to rebel against something. Yeah. It's like this fucking teenage angst.
Yeah.
It comes out of it, and you have no actual struggle, so you kind of have to make it where you find it because you don't want to see yourself as.
Well, doesn't he talk about like the fighting? They're just like micro versions of war, and like when he's explaining like how the system works and
the fight breaks down.
Yeah.
Later on. Yeah, that was
like why he fights and his like
fighting
what he
life.
thinks anarchy is and this and
That's what it basically breaks down. His fighting is life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's embracing it. It's also I think anarchy is also in a sense of people embracing the chaos of life, so they feel not scared of it. Whereas life is like chaotic and you get swept up in it, but if you kind of accept almost the absurdity of that. Of anarchy,
go with the flow.
It gives you a sense of control over it. So you're not afraid of it because you're like, well, fuck it, I'll ruin everything myself. It's just all gonna get ruined anyways.
I'm already going with it.
Yeah. Which is a great mentality to have when you're 20 and you live in a shithole apartment.
What are you saying? My apartment isn't 20.
No, yours. Well, his did have 2 floors.
Yeah, that's right. He came.
And
down.
yours had furniture.
That's true.
None of you or your roommates that I saw had the mattress on the floor thing in the living room with like spray paint writing random shit all over the walls.
Yeah,
like it didn't look like someone was trying to pull the copper out of the walls.
There was a busted TV with a picture of Ronald Reagan taped to it.
A lot of Ronald Reagans.
I mean, I guess it was the thing at the time.
Yeah,
But they were so anti-Reagan.
He's the man.
I don't get it. So why would they?
He's like he's granddad Republican president. He's the one every like Republican president tried to do since then. Like when you have like the poster, he's the poster boy, like the modern conservative president.
It's fucking Reagan.
Yeah.
Reaganomics.
Those Reaganomics.
Yeah.
Speaking of conservatives, that beer run they go for.
Yeah.
To Wyoming. So I guess.
And they're with what was the dude's name?
Eddie.
Eddie
Faster. Well, I call him Faster because he was fast with the ladies.
Yeah.
He was just a ladies' man.
Yeah, I thought he was gay. No, he just had style.
Yeah, and it worked. Like there was that scene at the party.
He's picking her up. It's like, I didn't give a shit about anyone here. Then you came.
And I cared.
Yeah.
I care now.
It was smooth. He was a smooth operator.
Yeah.
But they were talking about beer. Yeah, beer. How you can't. I understand how a cop can own a beer store.
Yeah. Like, okay. So wait. Let's try to get.
Let's get back.
So in Utah, apparently you can only have a certain amount of alcohol in a beer. Mm-hmm. But this is based on the movie. I don't know if this is
at the time. Yeah, and Utah is also like a very Mormon state. They bring up several times.
Yeah,
it's settled by Mormons,
which must also be its own thing.
Mm.
But they discussed that you can only have so much alcohol in the beer, so you either have to buy twice as much beer or you have to go across.
You don't want to do that because then you'll be fat and drunk.
Fat and drunk and sad.
Yeah.
That's right. In Utah, the cops own beer stores, so if you buy beer and he thinks your ID's fake, he calls his cop buddies to give you the shakedown. And an occasional beating.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you go to Wyoming. I don't know. What are the sound thing? The land of the open skies or something?
Yeah. What's whiter than Utah?
Wyoming. Yeah, that's right. The store owners call each other Ma and Pa. Or Mother.
My God, look what's wrong with those boys. They're European.
Yeah, that's right.
They're from England.
They ask, why are you guys look so weird?
Wasn't Eddie the only one trying to do an accent?
Yeah. That's right, Eddie was.
Dick Van Dyke accent.
Yeah, the other ones were just like, nah, it's just use American.
Mm-hmm.
But and they have that. There's two people in the back.
They almost get into a very their rationale debate. They talk about it's the end times because Satan's worshippers are all over the place. And I was like, what about World War II? There was going to be a lot of evil people then.
Or the Nazis, and well, the Nazis. I don't know if they were so much Satanists. They were just like a group of people.
Yeah.
Which
led them into sure they weren't Satanists. It just, but I guess the idea of punks, especially with Nazism, it's that weird relationship with skinheads because you want anti-establishment because the Nazis almost seem like the ultimate establishment, like order. They said when you think of the stormtroopers, like the mindless automatons of order. So it's like punk mentality hate that, but at the same time, when I guess that's why so many skinheads why Nazis so big in a lot of punk scenes is because it's also so anti-socially accepted. That's the ultimate rebellion to the society is to be this enemy. It's almost like the Satanism.
Hated by everybody.
Yeah, it's the idea. It's fuck it, I'll be true counterculture.
Counterculture.
Yeah. But Stevo doesn't like Nazis, so we find it out.
That they look for any opportunity to just lay into them. Also,
they hide under bridges.
Yeah, like common trolls. and lay into the night. And then there's a whole fight hierarchy that gets broken down. I didn't write it down properly, but it was the rednecks beat up everybody. It's the rednecks, then the punks, then the Nazis and the metalheads and
the new waivers.
The new waivers who are hippies and beat up nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get ragged on by everyone.
It's the hierarchy.
Waivers.
Yeah. But they're buying. It's there's no story to this film. It's just following Stevo.
Yeah.
And as I think that's when he starts telling them about Mike, and how Mike is Mike's an intense guy.
Yeah.
He's rich. He's from Germany.
Yeah.
I guess he's rich because his entire family died in a plane crash he was in.
Yeah, he survived.
He survived and got a huge settlement out of it. His only character, everyone likes him because he deals the drugs. He gets along with everyone. His only character flaw is he likes to buy expensive stuff and show it off.
Yeah.
And he's also very paranoid.
He's also
he's also insane.
I'll getting into that. I was leading into that one.
That's definitely a character flaw you want to.
But because Stevo says it's not a bad. It's when he talks about the showing his shit off, and he shows all over his house of
laser discs.
Laser discs. It's a movie on here.
Yeah, the waterbed.
When he's in the shower, yeah.
The waterbed with no waves.
Why don't you just get a regular mattress? That one has no waves either.
Yeah, exactly. No waves. I got it. But it's a waterbed.
Yeah, it's just him. He's very possessive, but at the same time, he also just steals other people's shit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the same time, he's also extremely possessive of his things, which leads to the rampant paranoia.
Yeah.
They say the downside of going to buy drugs for him is you have to kind of listen to him show off his stuff for a while, including a shower head. Again, the shower head is the ultimate.
Yeah, it's got 1, 2, 3, 10 speeds.
Yeah, don't have to clean it in there. It's great.
Yeah, it's made of platinum. But yeah, when he accuses Bob of
Bob passes out, because he can't find some of his guys, so he pulls out his fucking magnet. Before he's telling Stevo about the story about how his parents died.
Oh yeah, his whole family died.
His whole family died. You can tell the pilot was crying.
Yeah.
The mother was his mom's head rolled over and she was still smiling at me.
Yeah. And I want to find the body of my dad so I can kick his corpse for lying.
And it's I just came here to buy some weed, man.
Yeah. Could we go?
Yeah, but then he can't find the thing it was weed, so he thinks Bob did it, but Bob's sleeping.
He's bored to death with the whole thing.
Pulls out his fucking Magnum.
P.S. In that drawer, it was that Magnum and half a dozen plastic spoons. So that was both the gun drawer and his plastic spoon drawer.
Yeah, and he was on the run because he was from San Francisco?
Yeah.
He killed a guy? Yeah, because he killed a guy.
Yeah.
So that's why he's in Salt Lake City.
Hiding. Nobody will ever find him here.
Yeah, that's the thing is, Steve doesn't call him on that. That's when he pulls the gun out.
Yeah, and then starts waving it around. That was a really big gun. It was cartoonishly big.
Yeah, that was the size of my arm.
The Dirty Harry gun.
Yeah, and he makes Bob turn out his pockets.
Giant 357 Magnum.
He's sorry, man. What the fuck?
He's like, all right, I know we'll make this up. How about we go steal a car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for a joyride. He tries to crash it in the lake because of the salt. It won't sink.
Yeah, and he just shoots it.
He's shooting it out of anger.
And he's like, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, and then he's like, I gotta lay low, I gotta take off again.
Yeah, I gotta go to Miami.
Yeah, I gotta go to Miami. Heat's on, like, and he was never seen again.
He's never seen again. Possibly died in a plane crash.
Yeah. And yeah, that's just Mike. He doesn't come back in the point of the story. Just that was Mike.
And then Jason Segel leaves to be a botany student.
Yeah, and he tells the story of how he was intense because one day he was walking down the street and he just decided all the cars.
He was drunk.
He was drunk and he decided all the cars didn't need windows.
Yeah, so he smashed out all the windshields
and kicked out the back of the cop car.
Yeah, that's right. 4 cops take him down because it takes 4 cops.
Yeah.
And he breaks his handcuffs and kicks out the back window and runs away.
They never caught him.
Like, it must be an angel dust.
Yeah,
but the only way.
Yeah, and now he wants to save the world. He wants
to save the rainforest.
Save the rainforest. No one's fighting for those plants, man.
Yeah, he gets really mad about that too.
Yeah.
No one's fighting for the fucking plants.
Hold my glasses.
Yeah, and you go, oh man, that's so cool. Like.
Yeah, it's the bouncer. Yeah, because
at a punk show.
Yeah, Bob gets on the stage, so the bouncer starts getting on because that's what you do.
Yeah, you don't allow.
Yeah, so Jason Segel gets on.
First of all, that guy was going overboard by beating him up. You usually just throw him off.
Yeah, throw him off. Like another guy, like early on the stage, there was another someone who was on.
Yeah, it was Stevo.
Yeah, and he just jumps off and surfs away.
Yeah, but no, there was a little too much roughhousing, and Mike goes up on stage and beats up the bouncer.
But apologizes later.
Like,
look, I'm sorry, man. Just he was my friend. I can get off on the right good foot now.
Seemed like cool, and then he also takes off. Just like all these cool dudes are.
It's like the world is shrinking and also as his other friend circle comes around, Stevo again is starting to question his own mentalities. Like his dad brings up the good point of if you didn't care about school, why bother cheating?
Yeah, because his dad comes up to him and he's like, hey, I got good news for you.
Yeah.
He's like, what, the world's ending? He's like, even better. What, people are revolting? No, you got into Harvard. He's like, well, that's great. I didn't apply for Harvard.
Well, I applied for it. I forged your signature.
Yeah. He's like, well, Dad, we really need to discuss.
Yeah, and that's when he does get on his ass and it's like justify that point of like fucking, you got to do something. And clearly, you care. Because why bother cheating at school?
Yeah,
because he says like you were smart. It's like, yeah, I cheated. Then why did you? Why bother cheating?
Yeah, why even bother going?
Yeah,
because I want to learn the system and learn how fucked up it is. Like, okay, so you learned it. Now what?
Yeah, and again, you walk around. He runs into Devon Sawa on the street.
Yeah,
he's homeless, and he's like, this sucks. And and also I feel bad because I'm turning my back on him too.
Yeah, and he has that whole story of him like getting out of the loony bin or jail or wherever he was, drying out.
Oh, he tries to apply for it to get a job.
Yeah, and it's like Abbott and Costello routine.
It does do the example when people say like, why don't homeless people just get jobs? I'm like, oh, it's because a lot of them mentally ill, especially in the 80s when Ronald Reagan just shut down all the mental institutions.
Yeah, they're like, well, we don't have to do with them.
Yeah, so. Well, just be free.
Yeah, be free. Figure it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's shitty.
So that he's ashamed of that. He gets mad that his girlfriend, whom he has an understanding with, their other girlfriend, just they get
he's
together.
very into, and she's into him.
Yeah, but she's hooking up some other guy at a party, and he gets mad.
Yeah.
He says, "I'm gonna beat the shit out of this dude."
And it really does.
Who for a split second looked at that shirt, it's like, is she fucking his dad? What's his dad doing? I guess it's like the only dude there seemed to have a button-down shirt.
Christopher McDonald, you monster.
Yeah, you were this. This is the second coolest role you've been in since the remake of About Last Night.
I'll take a word on that.
He's good. He's the old wise white man.
Okay. I've never considered him to be the wise looking one, but.
Oh, he has a beard. It's Chris McDonald now too, so he's got the grays in the hair.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, Schumer Gavin had to grow up too, man.
Yeah, everybody had to grow up, man.
That's the point of this film. Everyone's got to grow up.
Oh, grow up.
Grow up yourself.
Yeah, the whole idea, like, he finds the idea, like, he even sees Bob moving on since he gets into the thing that breaks up any kind of friendships when one of them gets a girlfriend.
Chick.
Yeah. It screws up all priorities.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean... Well,
in his mind, and that's it. In Steve-O's mind, he's like, well, our priorities is, it's me. You shouldn't have, like, fuck, you're a poser now.
Yeah, you're like a girl, you're a poser.
It is, yeah.
And I think he says that
even. It out, yeah.
It was a really weird... relationship. He's like, yo, what do you mean girls? Girls are gross, right? Right? He's like, no, man, girls are pretty cool.
It's the idea of caring about anything in the punk. It's the idea of, like, you shouldn't care. It's again, we get back to his girlfriend. It's the hypocrisy of how can you be anti-system when you have your own system. It's
the system of a relationship.
Exactly, or anything. It's like, well, why do you care at anything? It's like if you're rebelling, it's just do it whatever you want, or
do whatever you want.
Like, whatever.
He also has he goes to that weird house party with the guy trying to summon Satan.
Yeah, well, that's where he has the debate with the
hippie.
The hippie, yeah, because he brings up the girl who was off her medication.
Mm-hmm. And she really was.
Yeah, just let her be her, man.
Yeah, some god made her.
But yeah, he has his philosophical debates. It's like you see him. I've seen it at some house parties where people just like they feel like debating.
Yeah, which is cool.
Well, we haven't mostly I'll debate. Just chilling with friends at the bar last week, we were debating the nature of art.
And religion. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, just the nature of like what art is and experimentation, who owns and stuff like that.
Can't own art.
That's the point. Like once you put it out there, it belongs to everybody. But yeah, he's arguing the idea that it's anarchy, everything breaks down. But the guy says, well, it's the circle of life. Everything breaks down, but it just also rebuilt in things that we don't know. It's still life. It's still a system. There's order in the chaos of this life.
Yeah. So,
and yeah, some guy just wants to summon Satan to prove that it doesn't exist.
Yeah, he's like, science forever, Satan never.
Yeah, but just fucking fat dude. Looking like Brian Poseidon's like nerdy uncle.
I was going to say, it looks a bit like H. John Benjamin.
Yeah.
He's like,
wearing a cape.
I'm going to summon Satan. Do you guys want to come?
Yeah.
Could be fun.
Which is weird, because if he's reading like the Satanic Bible, they don't believe in Satan, so it's like, I guess he was devil worshipping.
Yeah.
So it's a weird thing. I don't think he was really reading that full book.
No, I think he got halfway through it and he's like, oh, someone's saying perfect.
They seemed a little unfocused in that group. Including his other sister.
Yeah, the photographer. So
again, they remind me of like Maud Lebowski's Friends.
Yeah.
The guy was just laughing.
Guy would laugh on the phone.
What the fuck is this guy?
I mean, what else happened? So Trish wants to set up Stevo with a chick he knows. She knows. Brandy.
Which he feels like now I'm on a blind date.
Yeah.
Because they go on like, fucking, say punk.
Oh wait, we forgot when Bob goes to visit his dad for his birthday.
Who's a paranoid schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Who lives in a shack.
I fell asleep then.
Well, take my word,
It got awkward. When you think of most relations with dads, it was pretty rough.
One of the worst situations.
Well, I read, doesn't he chase them off with a shotgun and he thinks they're CIA agents or something?
Yeah. But he's like, hey, Dad, I just wanted to celebrate your birthday.
Who told you it was my birthday?
Yeah, how do you know? Who told you? So, yeah, then there's the house party where he meets Brandy. Mm-hmm. And spoiler, he's like, I'm going to marry her. I know it right now. I'm like,
well, she's the first person like as we keep referencing, she challenges his ideas.
That's Summer Phoenix, one of the Phoenix siblings. Joaquin and River.
Huh. No hair lip.
No, I think Joaquin Phoenix is the only one that has a hair lip.
So there's dead hair lip and Stevo's wife.
And
future wife.
There's two.
Like I said, and also former.
She's married to Casey Affleck.
Really?
Yes.
I was just thinking about the. You guys remember the Children of God cult?
Yeah. They were part of that.
They were part of that as children. So she also was possibly molested.
Oh no.
Herman Rose McGowan.
Hollywood.
It wasn't just Hollywood. It was just the actors who happened to be into it. It wasn't like a Hollywood cult. It was just moved around a lot. It was fucked up.
That's no bueno.
But so it's Bob's getting a headache probably because he's drinking a lot. He's just got out of quarantine.
Yeah, earlier that.
Or just had a headache, man. Cause happened, but he doesn't like taking aspirin.
Yeah, no drugs.
No drugs, but someone gives him some Percocets.
What was it exactly? Percotin, yeah. He gives him some painkillers, which he chooses to wash down with some booze.
Scotch, yeah.
But she tells him, the girl who gives it to him tells him that it's vitamins. But he's all
the
drunk
80s,
and fucked up.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, alright, fine.
Yeah, have some candy.
Yeah, that's what she says.
Yeah, so he doesn't react too well to this. Starts getting a little wild.
Yeah,
gets a little buck wild.
Smashes another mirror at the party.
And Steve-O, very embarrassed, gets her out of there. It's like, all right, end of the party.
Yeah, time to go home, dude.
But,
hey,
so,
can I call you?
No, yeah, all right.
Yeah, sure. Yes, please.
Yeah. So he takes him home, and then Bob dies.
Yeah. Yeah. He overdoses in the middle of the night.
It reminds. Wasn't that a famous story? They always reference like the basketball player, like the one time he did cocaine, and he has a heart attack. They talk. It's that like the one story people always use for like.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah, don't do drugs, otherwise you'll die. If you touch heroin, like, if you touch marijuana, you're funding terrorism.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, there's an ad.
Yeah.
Like that. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, so they based that whole South Park episode on My Future Self and Me.
Oh yeah, that was a good episode. But yeah, Bob dies as an overdose to the
Matthew Lillard. Also, I really like Matthew Lillard in this movie.
Yeah,
I'll just say it, for a guy who, especially that period, who was oftentimes insufferable, really good. But like, again, it's the character he's playing.
Yeah, it felt very like it didn't feel so charactery.
No.
Like say Scream.
No, well, it's also felt like he's a guy who's playing a character. Like, even in his life, he's playing this over the top character because he's crafted this identity and he just wants to like hold to it.
Yeah, good
it's
for
like,
him.
I have a philosophy, so I'm just gonna hold to. Which again, when in real life doesn't work out too well.
No.
Because there's grays, so you can't just live your life by a strict set of lawful neutral. Otherwise, you'll Javert yourself. That's a late Miz reference.
Well,
because I'm classy.
You certainly are. Classier than me. But, in this case.
Because I'm classy.
And at a funeral, Bob, or Steve-O is reflecting on the first time they listened to punk together.
Yeah, they used to play D&D.
Yeah, 14 years old, playing D&D and listening to Rush.
Yeah.
That is a good weekend.
It was... that's
a lot.
I'm sure it's perfect, but it's like, that was fucking good casting those young kids too.
Yeah.
Because he had Bob's neuroses down, fucking perfect.
You're like, hey man, I got this tape from.
I'm sure Rush is pretty good, but there's other music.
You know who that kid is?
No.
Francis Capra. He was in Shazam. No. Shazam with Shaq, or he's the genie.
That's Kazam.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, Shazam had.
Kazam. And he was the kid in Bronx Tale.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he was young. Yeah.
You got to see what's his name? He's got his head blown off.
Who's that?
I was gonna say the gangster.
Oh.
That's what spoilers. What happens in.
Well, whatever. We're not gonna get into it. We won't spoil another movie.
Yeah, De Niro goes from taxi driver to bus driver.
One easy swoop.
He's reflecting on his life. Bob's, his best friend's dead.
Yeah,
and it's kind of like the last last tie to his old life.
Yeah, and he shaves his head and becomes a lawyer.
He decides he's gonna go become a lawyer, but he's like, you know what? There's other ways to piss off
the system.
Yeah, that's a great line his dad says. But Dad, you sold out. It's like, no, I bought in.
I bought in.
Let's be.
I bought in, son.
Which is one of my favorite lines. The first time I heard that was like Jeff Jarrett. I didn't sell out. I bought in. And I was like, that's brilliant.
Yeah. And it comes all the way back around.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like, whereas like Goodfellas has that like, I'm a regular guy now and it sucks, and we're like, oh, fuck you, like this merching of like
the regular man.
Whereas this one is like, it's accepting of like, yeah, it's just you grow out. It's like I can still piss people off. It's not like it didn't feel like him selling out his ideal, just like adapting to it as it grew. I was like, look, this isn't enough for me anymore. I do feel the urge to move on and grow, but like I can also incorporate it in my life. Go to New York, be a defense attorney to piss people off. Yeah,
and then he says he's a big old poser.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Man, no, you grew up, man. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Steve-O.
Yeah, you did it, buddy. You
made it after all.
And that's the movie.
That's it.
And there's like, but it's we didn't do it justice. It's more about like.
Well, that's the thing. You can't talk. Do you watch it like what was that movie? Harsh Times, where it's just a small town. People just having a conversation. It's just you watch it for I think anyone can identify with it, but their youths. Like it felt very on. Like you weren't a punk, but you can relate to that mentality, that I don't know, immaturity, or that just kind of like rebellion, the wanting for more, the heart searching for an identity, the feeling of the world. Like just as you feel like you have an idea of the world, you're coming to adulthood, start moving on.
It, like I said, it was very. I don't want to say personal, but I reflected very much with it because I saw when it came out.
I can see it. It's very similar to also, to a lesser extent, how Clerks was. Because it's a similar idea of people stuck in that time in their lives. It's that post-college, now what do I do with my life? Yeah. Whereas like Clerks is just about that day in the life of, I'm not going anywhere, what am I supposed to do? And this one ironically tells a more fuller story about that. Maybe because you see his journey in a sense.
Yeah, because it takes place over like
several years. It seems
it's not well.
Well, because it flashes back.
The flashbacks, yeah, here and there. But no, I mean he really grows as a character, which is pretty cool. Because not many movies that we've done do we get to see that.
No.
And that crying scene at the end was pretty good.
Apparently, it was inspired by his dad's death. He did it like alone on set.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, just the anger of that immediate anger of somebody who, like, you blame them because you're just angry. That's some true punk. That's some true just aggression coming out. I know it really excited me. That's punk. You know what? That's punk right there. He's rebelling against us.
Yeah. He doesn't need our podcast. He's gonna branch off.
We're enthusiastic. He isn't. I respect that.
That's it. It's the punk rock of it. And I get it, man.
I'm just tired.
Of the system.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm tired of it all, man.
Punk rock.
Down with the system. Down with the.
So, I don't know if you knew this, Ryan, but they did make a sequel to this.
I know it because it's at work.
Okay.
We have it at work, and I just feel even as a I didn't know it much about SLC Punk. I knew people reference it. I think I heard you reference it several times.
Yeah.
But I kind of knew it as it's not a quote unquote movie. It's not a narrative. It's not a story. It's kind of like there's a Havoc 2.
It's even more loose of a story than
That's
this.
the thing. It feels like very much those why there's. It's like when the Butterfly Effect 2 comes out. It's just the same movie with different characters.
Yeah. It's like, why did they make this movie?
It's that weird franchise thing of what? It's like a remake without a remake. You slap the name on it.
Well, no, it's a continuation because most of the same cast appears in it as playing themselves.
It's like Keith Sutherland showing up in the remake of Flatliners. Playing a different character, but he says he's the same character. It's a mess. Yeah, that's exactly.
What? Did you see Flatliners too?
No, fuck. No one saw that.
No, well, I don't know what you're talking about, but no, they play
It's done. Yeah.
They play their respective characters.
Okay, and does it take place in modern day?
Yeah. Yeah, it's Bob's kid, and it's really bad.
It's Girl Meets World.
It's slightly over an hour.
Wait, so Heroin Bob's back?
Yes.
I was like Rocco and Boondock Saints 2.
You know how Stevo would address us, the audience.
Yeah, break the fourth wall.
Well, Bob is the narrator, and he's breaking the fourth wall to us.
Yeah, because Matthew Lillard did.
He's like
he had some what's the word?
Real work. Nothing else.
Well, yeah, no, he had some.
It's like when what's his nuts died in Oz, and everyone else started narrating it.
Oh yeah. What was it, Harold?
For no reason, I was like, oh, what the fuck?
We don't need this. But I'm really bucking to do that for a bad movie.
Yeah.
I really would. Please, it's the next
one. It'd be great if you'd shown this to me first. If you'd shown the second one first.
No, well, no, but Devon Sawa's in it.
Of course.
And the guy who plays Eddie. And
what year did it come out?
Oh,
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Last year?
Yeah, because Jason Segel was the only one with a strong career at that point. And Lillard's kind of coming back a bit, but.
So, anyways, before we get to that, let's certainly finish this up. But guys, write in. I'm really bucking and force Ryan and Vince to do this as our next bad movie.
Something done Strike Commando, motherfucker.
It's on the list, I promise.
Yeah, 2016 it came out.
It's called Punk's Not Dead. The
Uh,
pub is dead.
Oh, and it's the same director.
Yeah, I know.
This is sad.
Yeah, it's an hour and 15 minutes.
Has that director done any other work?
Yeah. He's done a bunch of stuff.
Okay, well, you don't have to sound so offended or incredulous. You can just, I don't know.
No, but yeah, he's done. I only know him for this, but he has done.
Like
He has
Chevrolet commercials?
15 titles to his. He has 15 movies to his credit. You know.
As director?
First one being Witchcraft 4, The Virgin Heart.
I don't recognize any of them.
Well, I think it's a whole list of movies for us to cover, possibly.
The Witchcraft series?
Why not?
Yeah, sure.
I just remember seeing those at the video store when I was a kid.
The Witchcraft ones?
Yeah.
That, you know what, can we, off tangent, that was my favorite thing to do as a child, just to go to the video store and just see the horror movie.
Yeah,
covers.
Look at the titles you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fucked up shit on the cover.
I was so confused. I didn't know which was, because I was too much of a pussy to watch horror movies when I was a little kid. But I was just confused because I didn't also know when to start. Because when I saw like Return of Michael Myers and Curse of Michael Myers, like, wait, which one's which? And there's 3. I was like, wait, where's 3 factored in this? But they have the best covers. Like Nightmare on Elm Street had.
Yeah.
I distinctly
Halloween
remember
2. That cover used to scare the shit out of me.
the skull.
Yeah, just the skull and the pumpkin.
I distinctly remember the Child's Play 3 poster. Like when it first came out, like that zoom up of Chucky's face, the blood coming out of the thing. Yeah, I was like 6.
That'll do it.
I would go to the video store and like I'd look at the covers and just like.
It was just where it had like the tags at the bottom.
Oh, you have to peel the thing, the Velcro.
Yeah, or they had, remember they had those stickers that were color coded.
Yeah.
And like comedy was pink, and horror was green.
Mm-hmm.
And the fucking insanity of Super Club Videotron, where none of the shit was alphabetical order.
Yeah, I don't know what their order for Videotron was.
Or is, because they're still open. I saw one in Lachine.
There's one on Wellington, like there's one like 5 minutes from here.
Mm.
I'm gonna go make an account there.
A rental.
Just
the pilgrimage.
Just to have an account
I
there.
love it. All right, guys, let's finish this up. We'll talk about our movie rental habits. I don't know, Ryan, how would you like to... I'm very interested to hear how you felt about this movie.
You've not been listening to me the past hour?
Yes, I know. Okay. Good, bad, or ugly?
Whoa. Let's calm down, man. Calm down. Remember the good days.
The good days only. Good, bad, or ugly?
This is a good movie. It's for sure a good movie. It's that it surprised me, where stuff like this could clearly irritate me. Or it's just the whole, like, fuck the world, man, or, like, fuck the Disney dad. Like those movies where, like, the dad sucks because he works. And it's like, no, people are actually... The fact that Christopher McDonald played a good guy, at the very least, like, he wasn't an asshole.
No.
Like, he was a good dad.
He wasn't a complete asshole.
He forged his son's signature. But he didn't, like, sign him to the Navy or some shit like that.
No, he did it for a good thing.
Yeah, he was just, like, pushing him. He's being a dad.
Yeah. Son, get your ass in motion.
Yeah, and he wasn't giving him shit for eating a hot dog in a fancy restaurant.
No. He made it happen.
And it was just good. It felt like it was fast. It was different, but not in a fun way. It felt nostalgic too. Like it just felt. It's weird because it did feel like that late '90s thing, despite it took place in the '80s. But because they didn't beat you over the head over the '80s shit.
Yeah, it wasn't overly '80s.
Yeah, it's like the police didn't start playing on the radio or something. It's like the thing of the soundtrack.
Yeah. Soundtrack was great.
Soundtrack was great, but it felt appropriate, and it didn't feel like it was beating me over the head of the era.
No. Full 80s punk soundtrack. Dead Kennedys, the band there, The Adolescents.
Mm-hmm. Who started punk?
I don't even want
Some people say it was the Sex Pistols.
Who
fucking cares?
It's music, man.
The medium is the message.
There you go. That sums it up all right there. Thank you, Ryan, for being so succinct. So I also thought this movie was good. Maybe it's a nostalgia effect because I watched it when I was very young.
Let me ask you, how did it influence you, though?
Well, I mean, you know my laissez-faire attitude, right? My famous blasé attitude.
You're very much Lebowski-like attitude.
Yeah. But, you know, that came from a very, like, angsty teenage years. where I was like very angry all the time and pissed off and just rebelling against everything. Actually, Vince knew me at that time.
Oh, that explains at least 2 of your tattoos.
Which ones?
I don't know. Could be the random fucking memes on your stomach.
Yeah,
Trogdor.
He's barely a meme. He's an internet sensation.
Get the fuck out of here. You got a Star Wars kid on your ass?
That was actually my first tattoo, the Trogdor.
Oh, okay.
But you know, like, I
you burned out.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up.
Yeah.
I grew up. I can't be angry like that all the time. Mm-hmm. And there's other ways to piss off the system 100%.
Yeah. And a lot of times it's being calm that pisses people off the most.
Oh, it really does.
It really does.
It really does.
Yeah, because you want to end up like me, who gets fucking furious about capes. 30 years old, I can find reasons to get mad.
I got cape worries. So Vince, how do you feel this movie? Good, bad, or ugly?
It's a good movie.
I like to see Larry David play
like
Heroin Bob.
And it still stands up.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like to you look at some of those 90s movies, they like.
Yeah,
I know it
like
takes
Empire
place
Records.
in the 80s, but it's still like it still has a bit of like a 90s vibe, but
it does make
like that in your face, you know. But
yeah.
It's like
no one was wearing. I saw a kid on the metro today wearing JNCOs.
Cool. Oh wow.
Man.
Yeah, so it was that kind of 90s. It was a good 90s filmmaking, but none of the shitty 90s style.
Yeah.
That's a very fair way to say it.
Well, I'm a fair man.
So unless anyone
Fair
else...
man. I give people their due. It's my theme.
Oh, I thought you were going to start rapping.
Yeah, let's get to
Ryan.
Yeah, so that's the evil Rikishi theme.
Can we cut off his mic?
What are you talking about?
So if anyone has nothing else to say, I guess we'll get to the shameless plugs. I don't have anything coming up.
No, let's just sell out.
As always, you can catch me every Thursday at McLean's on Peel.
Old gray man, she ain't what she used to be.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Go
Playing
see
music.
Vince DJ.
Great drink specials too.
Yeah, just an all-around good time to have on a Thursday night, really.
Yeah.
Just there's a picture of Vince like Judge Reinhold in Fast Times.
Come watch the game.
We're down at a restaurant. He's got a pirate outfit on.
Pirate Vince DJing it up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you can always reach us at gbupodcast@gmail.com.
We'll get that P.O. box open soon.
Yeah, but until then, it's going to have to be the fast mail. Send us all your hate mail and death threats and homework to correct. And you know what? I'll read over your punk lyrics and edit them.
I was just thinking, send her a hate letter or is it hate letter? We'll play a famous game, hate letter or punk lyrics.
Oh yeah, guys, that's it. That's a fun game. Yeah, send in those letters and see what happens.
Fun guy, the Fun Factory right here. Ryan's
that's
great.
It. Send in your demos. We'll play them. Why not?
Yeah, and if it sucks, we'll tell you.
Yeah, I mean we'll play it, but we'll at least tell you.
Subjective, but you know whatever.
Yeah, but you know that's not punk.
Yeah, I mean
you're a poser and goodbye.
Don't worry, man. Hey, we're all gonna die.
But you know, also send us your movie recommendations. Send us your if you want to be a guest. We're always welcome to have you.
Yeah, we could welcome some angry Noah stories of yonder year.
What? No, guys. There are no angry. See, that's before the internet. So
okay.
There are no photos or anything.
Didn't happen.
Yeah.
It's pre the blackout.
That's right. Find us on Facebook, facebook.com/GBU podcast, where you get the weekly updates and all the other info that you need.
Yeah, find us on YouTube, where you're listening to us right now.
Yeah, so, you know, hit like, subscribe, share this with your friends.
Help us live forever.
Yeah, comments below. Once again, leave your punk lyrics there even. No, I'm getting a shake.
Guys, the opposite of love isn't hate, it's disinterest. So just, we don't care if you hate us, just please acknowledge us.
Yeah, that's it.
Spoken like a true valedictorian.
I was going to say valedictorian is a true lonely fuck.
What?
I love you too, man.
All right. We're on Twitter. I don't really check it very often, but you know, you're very welcome to still message us.
Or whatever.
Yeah, or don't. I mean, I'm not your boss in punk rock.
Yeah.
So it's GBU Podcast 514. the numbers make it extra punk rock, so be sure to put them in.
It's all crypto fascist.
Yeah, why not? Fight the system and stay punk forever.
Or don't. What? Fuck it.
Yeah, punk rock forever.
Rah, rah, rah. Anarchy.
Alright, guys, good night.